Hi everyone, it's me, Kate, Starseed Report. We're doing a little experiment here on Sunday, July 12th, getting started just a couple of minutes early so people can trickle on in. Thank you so much for showing up, for being here. What we are going to do today, we are going to be looking at the energy from the element standpoint. We're going to be looking at every day this week, Monday through Sunday, and we're going to take a look and see what the energy is bringing forth. We'll look at this first from the earth signs, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Then we'll look at the air signs, water signs, and fire signs. I will put up I'm using a new streaming software that I have never used before, so bear with me as I am doing all of this. I will get the hang of it and we'll see how things go. So first we're going to be doing the earth signs. We're going to be looking at what the energy is for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I know I just said all of that, but I am getting my bearings. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see well, we have that falling out. So we will take that for Monday. Monday, we're going to be looking for some interesting messages, some exciting messages coming forth for the earth signs. So we will see what kind of energy is coming through for Tuesday. Tuesday is the day of the new moon. I did put up a video yesterday on Saturday that went through each of the signs, doing kind of a mini reading for what this new moon is all about. What do the earth signs need to watch out for the day of the new moon? Go check out your sign by sign reading, however, too. Earth signs are getting the magician. Magician, that is someone who needs to focus on something, focus on what you want. I think this is bringing some magical energy with the new moon. So whatever your individual sign is bringing forth, the magician is adding some additional color to that. Of course, the magician has everything that he needs in order to create the one thing that he or she wants. He's got the infinity symbol on his hoodie there. So Tuesday, definitely a magical day. Tuesday is a day that is ruled by Mars, so it is a day of action. I would take that action, that Martian energy of getting some things done, and really funnel it into creating what you want. So if you're an earth sign, that is going to be very important for you. All right, Wednesday, the day of Mercury. In Italian, they call it Mercoledì, which makes it much easier to remember, the planetary ruler for each of the days. And we are getting we're getting temperance. More magical energy. Mercurial energy feels like something that is rather alchemical. So on Wednesday, we either need to be very patient or we need to really take that magical energy and turn it towards changing negatives into positives, changing base metal into gold, turning water into wine, just getting what we want. So on Wednesday, no matter what is going on, if you're an earth sign, we're going through the earth signs first, definitely a day for us to be really focused on the fact that we create our own reality. The Temperance card is really, it's about bringing spiritual energy to change this physical reality. And with the Magician coming up on Tuesday, I think it's just going to be a really powerful day for us to focus on what it is that we want. All right, let's see, Thursday, Jupiter day. Jupiter making big moves. Jupiter for Thursday. Ooh, we've got the star. Earth signs. Look at all this really magical energy. I think this is going to be just a really powerful week for all of us. The star is Aquarian energy, but the star is about taking our dreams and bringing them down to reality. It is also a card of wish fulfillment. She's reaching up with her lasso and bringing that star, that dream, down to earth and making it manifest. It's also an energy of getting some attention. So Thursday might be a really good day Thursday's always a good day to put something out into the world. It's a day of Jupiter expansion. Whatever you put out into the world ends up expanding on Thursday. So I really like Thursdays as a day for putting energy out into the world. All right, now we've got Friday, ruled by Venus. And what do we have for the earth signs here? We have Eight of Cups, leaving something behind. That is moving on. It is also a card of like making a decision to move towards something that you want. So this might be a time where we're leaving some things behind, but we're moving towards something that seems a lot brighter. So Thursday would be a good day to leave the things that no longer serve you behind and move towards the things that you really want. All right, let's take a look at the weekend. What do we have for the weekend for the earth signs? Next Saturday, we've got the Chariot. Ooh, some big energy coming in there for the earth signs. That is a day of Saturn. So that is a good day. I always think it's funny that people get married on Saturdays because it's Saturn, which is restriction, but it's also very stable. The Chariot is a card of, it's a Cancerian card. And this is a card of setting a direction and moving swiftly towards a successful conclusion. So Saturday might be a really good day to get some things done, to get some things moving, to move towards something that you want. Of course, horses. Horses are kind of goofy. I just saw something on X on Twitter this morning of this flood that was happening, and this horse is just standing in the flowing water. Horses are kind of, well, they're flight animals. My daughter used to ride them, and I always thought it was funny that people sit on the back of a flight animal that's scared of a leaf blowing by. If we don't give horses direction, if we don't give horses a place to go, they either don't move or they run the wrong direction. They become afraid. They need encouragement to go in the right direction, but they have tons of energy. The Chariot is tons of energy, but you have to provide the direction. So Saturday's a good day to maybe get some things done. And then on Sunday, next week, we have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is energy working together with other people. Maybe there's a family project that we're working on, but there's one person who has to be the leader. It's usually the guy standing up there holding the macrame up. He has to set the direction so that the other people know which way to go. So this is a card of getting some attention for being a leader. Sunday is, of course, the sun's day. So very interesting. Let's pull Wisdom of the Oracle cards. We'll just pull a couple of general ones for, I don't know why I always just pull two of these. Kind of funny. Let's see, what do we have? And if you have a question after I go through all of the elements and all of the days, I will be open for questions, so you can drop those down in the chat, and I would be happy to do like a quick mini reading for you if that is something that you desire. For some reason, this card is coming out. It was placed in the deck in the wrong way. Treasure Island. I'm putting this down over the Magician and Temperance, of course, because Treasure Island is about discovering our treasure. It's a card of bounteousness, a card of bringing in money, of bringing in abundance, of bringing in a treasure. But treasures are things that we don't necessarily expect, right? Because you are out walking around and you find $1 on the ground. You're doing something and something really important, a download comes through for you. So there's some kind of treasure, some kind of unexpected happy surprise. Could be money coming in, could be something else, but it's something that you're going to treasure. And I think it's going to come from that Magician. If you really put your intentions on Tuesday with that new moon happening, it's happening in the Vedic system. It's happening in Punarvasu, which is the bringer of the light. I think some things will come to light. And if you push your magical abilities towards the things that you want, I think you're going to find some really magical, like ease. Magician, when he's focused, everything happens so easily. And then that Temperance card of just turning negatives into positives. I had an intuition come to me over the past couple of days where I was just kind of working through some things. I really got this larger understanding of self, of we set a direction of our life, but then we have to take a step back and almost be the observer of how it is playing out. We don't really put our daily attention into the larger thing. We let that play out and we do present daily things in order to make that happen. But we can't really do, you can't move a mountain. We have to set our intention and then the mountain moves, right? We have to work with our larger energy in order to make these larger treasures happen. And we got new life. So the earth signs are creating a really magical week. It's just a really magical week. You are going to have to leave something behind on Friday, but I think it's really going to serve you in a place where you're really seen as a leader by the end of the week. And you're just going to have so much power coming through with that Magician, Temperance, and the Star. Really excellent week for the earth signs. I am excited. I am a Virgo rising, so I'm going to claim all of that. All right, who are we doing next? We are going to move into the air signs. So give me a moment. We're going to move into air. I'm going to shuffle just a little bit here. And do I get to see? I'm trying to figure out if I've got how many people are watching right now. I'm using a new live streaming software that I've never used before, and so it's a little different, but we're going to move into air signs now, and we're going to see what air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. We're going to see what your week has day by day. We'll pull a couple of oracle cards. All right. Well, Monday, we have the sun. The sun is coming out. So Monday is the moon's day. So it's a good day for intuition, but we have the sun coming out for our air signs. That's really, really exciting. The sun makes everything so much better. It's a good day for you to really put your energy into projects. It's a good day to get some attention. It's a good day, so this will be the 13th of July. It's just a good day for you to really feel your power. The sun is not only attention on you, but it's you radiating your internal sun off into the world. So it's just going to be a really, really good day for air signs on Monday. Let's move into Tuesday and see what we have. And why is that coming out upside down? I try to make my cards right side up all the time. So this is coming out upside down or reversed. And we have the Six of Wands, which is getting attention and getting some success. I like to read the energy of the card. So this might be on Tuesday, which is Mars Day. It is a day of action. It is a day of the new moon. It is a day for us to get some light on us. But with it coming out reversed like that, which I try to avoid, that could mean that you're trying to avoid some attention. You're trying to avoid being recognized, but there is some recognition happening. Maybe it's recognition happening and you're just uncomfortable about it. I would just really focus, if you're not feeling comfortable with the attention, the attention can show up again on Wednesday. You can just go within. It's a good day for you to really focus where do you want attention? Where do you not want attention? It's just a day where we need to really be conscious of what it is that we're putting out into the world. All right. Interesting energy there. All right, let's see what Wednesday, Mercury's day, has for the air signs. And we are getting 10 of Wands. I am feeling like Wednesday is a good day. It's just going to be a busy day, and it's going to be a day where you're carrying a lot of burdens, and it would be a good day to put some of the burdens down and give yourself some space. With it being a day of communication, with it being Mercury's day, it would be just with Mercury retrograde as well. It would be a good day for you to be really selective about the messages that you put forth into the world and maybe let go of maybe a drive to over communicate. So, or just letting down some of the burdens. I feel like a somewhat of a completion. Maybe what's happening with Tuesday's attention is that you're noticing then that you want to let go of some things that you got some attention for or that you didn't get attention for. So Wednesday might be a day to really be in sort of a recalibration of who you want to be in the world, considering what is happening. We do have that Mercury retrograde, so on Mercury's day, it's a good day to spend a lot of time considering and reconsidering and remembering and letting go of some things. I think that process of recalibration and just reconsidering what it is that you're doing, you might want to be letting some things go. All right, Thursday, we have Page of Pentacles. Wonderful. Page of Pentacles is a message about our stuff, our money that is coming in on Jupiter's day. So I feel like that might be a rather expansive message. This might be a good day for you to communicate because with Page of Pentacles, these are messages that typically make us feel good. They can be surprising messages, things that are coming in that just give us a greater understanding about our money, our stuff, our property, the things of our pentacle world, solid things. So you might want to communicate or you might be receiving some communication there. All right, let's go into Friday. And Friday, Venus Day, the Fool. Who wants to start things on a Friday? Well, the air signs might want to. This is taking a leap of faith. It's starting something new. This process actually of maybe getting a lot of attention and then not wanting some attention, letting some things go, a message coming in, and then on Friday just deciding this is where I'm going next, or this is what I'm going to do next, or this is what I'm going to try next, because the Fool doesn't know. Doesn't have a project plan necessarily of how everything's all going to play out. The Fool is someone who just taken a leap of faith. I'm going to try something, kind of like what I'm doing with this live stream. It is just doing something new. It's okay to do new things in a Mercury retrograde, especially if it's something that you have been in consideration to do for a while. And I've been considering doing this live stream idea on Sunday mornings for a while. And so I'm taking a leap of faith. You can do that in a Mercury retrograde because you're going to make mistakes and things are going to be uncomfortable, like me with this new streaming software. And you learn things. So doing something on Friday that's completely new that you've never done before, that could be really, really positive energy for you. Or going to a new restaurant or just doing something that's really new that you've never done before. So Friday would be your day to do that. But of course, we have a flow here that is kind of obvious of some intention, letting some things go, a new thing coming in, and then a new journey, a new major journey with the Fool. Let's see what Saturday is bringing us. All right, that's wonderful. 3 of Wands is coming in for Saturday, Saturn's day. 3 of Wands is standing on the shoreline and considering your next adventure. So I think with the things happening this week for the air signs, you are going to let some things go, get some new messages, and consider your next adventure. With the Fool and then the 3 of Wands, I think this Fool event that's happening on Friday for you, I think it's really going to open up some new opportunities. So by Saturday, you're going to know that some cool things could really happen for you. All right, let's see what next Sunday has for us. This is for the air signs if you're just tuning in. And we are getting, oh, beautiful. By next Sunday, you're going to feel really good. This is financial independence. This is having some pentacles, having some solidity. I think whatever's shaking loose this week is going to open you up for new opportunities for abundance, for feeling really solid. But this is, of course, 9 of Pentacles. It's not having it all, but it's having 9 out of 10. But sort of an awareness that there's one more pentacle that you might want to work on. So next week, the week following, starting on the 18th or 19th, whatever it is next week, you might feel really, really good about whatever maybe this new journey is that you're on. This is for the air signs. We are going to pull a couple of the Wisdom of the Oracle cards, and we're going to see what Spirit has for you with these. And we are getting orphaned. All right, I feel like that goes along with, I mean, they even kind of look the same with the Ten of Wands and the orphaned card. The orphaned card is feeling disconnected from your people, feeling disconnected from family, feeling disconnected from the people around you. Maybe something happens on Tuesday with that new moon that makes you disconnect from a set of people, and that is what you are leaving behind. All right, let's see what is coming out next. Truth be told, I feel like, well, I want to put that down on the Page of Pentacles. I feel like that is going to be a message of truth coming in, a message that really clarifies some things for you and really opens up. I think that's going to open up this new journey, this new prosperous journey for the air signs. I feel like that's really, really positive. So maybe a little discontent on Wednesday, but I think letting go of these things that you're carrying is going to open you up to this. Week's starting out good, though. Sun. I think it's going to be a good week with one little bump in there where you're like, you know what? I just got a taste of the sun, and I think I'd like more sun and maybe more pentacles. And so you're going to let go of something, and that is going to open you up. So thanks for being here. Air signs, what are we doing next? We are going to do the water signs. So water is up next. And water is Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. And I am a Pisces moon. Virgo rising, Pisces moon. So I've got a Pisces moon in my 7th house, and it has been fun. It feels like dump trucks have been going over that Pisces moon, but it's been good because it's led me here, and this is good. So I hope you guys have survived if you're a Pisces moon. And for Cancer and Scorpio, a lot of that energy kind of trined you, so probably good. Well, that's coming out for Monday, and that is not bad, water signs. We have the Emperor coming out on Monday. The Emperor is on top of the world, on top of all of their stuff, playing the game of life and knowing that they are in control of their own reality. That's really beautiful. So Monday, the moon's day, is going to be a pretty solid day for you. You're going to understand who you are in the grand scheme of things. And I told this earlier, I can't remember for which element I told it, but I had this intuition come in about like larger life plans. You need to make those from like your higher spiritual viewpoint. Daily life, your egoic mind, that's where you are required to be present. The Emperor is that higher spiritual energy. It's a higher energy that, my cards are flipping. It's a higher energy. It's understanding the larger scheme of things in your life. And it requires being very attuned to who you really are. And I'm not talking about your egoic self. I'm talking about your larger spiritual self. And I feel like Monday, with it being the moon's day and that watery feeling energy, it's a good day to feel into that larger emperor self and see what that larger emperor self sees for your future. And then on Tuesday, which is Mars's day, and the day of the new moon, what do we have for the water signs? And we have the Eight of Wands. Ooh. So some quick movement happening for you on Tuesday. This is quick, successful, focused movement. With the new moon, it's our job to really put our intentions and our focus where we would like it to go, and it happens very, very quickly. So this to me is saying, as you are thinking about your larger self, your emperor self, and then focus your energy with that new moon, it's going to make things happen really, really quickly for you, water signs. That is beautiful, isn't it? It's almost like he's looking over at those wands and giving the focus. I feel like that Eight of Wands is going to be spiritual focus that you're bringing forth into what it is that you want, and not what you want from an ego mind of like, oh, go solve all these problems for me, but rather from that higher spiritual self. Who are you? How are you programmed? What is God, your higher self, the universe, whatever you want to call that? All that is energy. What is it calling you to do? Focus on that, and things are going to happen really quickly. Wednesday, Mercury's day. Something's going to happen on Wednesday. It's going to make you worried about money, but you are worrying for all the wrong reasons. The message of the Five of Pentacles is not that the money's not there. It's that your mind is not seeing the abundance that's all around you. See the key on the door to the Pentacles right behind her. With it being Mercury's day, that Mercury is a planet of the mind, your mind might be trying to do the job of the Emperor. And as a Virgo rising with a very active Mercury, I know this feeling because my egoic mind thinks it can solve this. It thinks that it can fix things, but all it ever does is put me into a downward motion with my mind. I start becoming overly focused on trying to control everything, where that's not how things work. We have to raise our mind, raise our head in this card, become our emperor selves, and see where the money is. I think if you can maintain this energy on Monday and Tuesday, whatever blip happens on Wednesday, you will easily raise your mind and see a key. See the abundance that is there. Problems always come in with solutions, but we get overly focused with our mental energy on a problem, and then we can't feel and intuit and see the larger picture. We can't see the solution that's already there. All problems have a solution. But if we go too much into our minds, we tend to lose our power. And the Emperor is telling you to stay in your power. All right. Let us now go into Thursday, Jupiter's day, and see what our energy is for that day. Four of Pentacles. Well, if you're in here and then you're going back to Four of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles is boundaries. So on Thursday, you may need to have good boundaries, but it is also a miser card because she's being overly protective of her Four Pentacles, not realizing that there's 6 other ones out there for her to get. So it's really important. This energy is setting you up to deal with whatever challenge around Pentacles is happening on Wednesday and Thursday. This is a blip. This is the strong energy. But, we're looking at the daily energy and see what is happening for you. So there might be just some kind of blip. This could be like an unexpected expense. I have those. I have had quite a few of those. I have a somewhat older house. It's it's about 20 years old now. It was 14 when we bought it. And so, of course, things start like breaking down. And every time something would break down, this was me. How do I do this cheap? How do I fix this? And now, after having gone through an air conditioner, a fridge, and like all of these things that I've needed to outlay expenses for, I have gotten to the point where it's been like, thank you for the lesson that this is teaching me, whatever it may be. And thank you for the opportunity to find the best fridge repair guy and the best air conditioner guy. And it has served me. And then the money always comes back. So we need to really, really cultivate openness around money on Wednesday and Thursday. Friday, we are getting a rebirth. If we can do that, we are getting a rebirth. People say, oh, it's the death card. It's so scary. Nuh-uh. Look at that. Look at that card. That is all about rebirth. It is all about bringing light forth. Your life is happening for you, not to you. I think you're going to come to some healing this week, especially if you put your attention and your intention into this new moon. I think we're going to change this experience into something completely different. All right, let's see what Saturday and Sunday, the weekend, holds for you guys, water signs. All right. Saturday, oh, beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. You claim your Emperor energy. You focus your energy with the new moon. You overcome financial limitation. You go through a rebirth and you find your security. This is the card, Nine of Pentacles. By Saturday, you're going to feel much more financially secure because you're going to deal with the fears, false evidence appearing real. You're going to deal with that, and you're going to come into the Nine of Pentacles energy where you feel financial abundance. You're going to feel financial independence. You're going to realize you are the emperor of your finances. And by Saturday, you're going to feel really, really good about money. All right. And on Sunday, good day to take a break. Seven of Wands is all about taking a break. So you had a lot of fast movement here and a lot of things coming up. And by Sunday, it's a good day to turn your attention away from all of that, go within, and really remember this energy of the new moon. Remember who you are. You're going to rebirth yourself into a whole new experience with money. I think this is a experience about money. Interesting energy. All right, let's pull a couple of Wisdom of the Oracles and see what this week overall has for us. And we have Never-Ending Story. I'm going to put that over here. I feel like what's happening with the new moon is bringing up really old fears. You've been through this before. Never-Ending Story. It's like, ugh, this again? I think this is old stuff that is coming up into the light so that you can heal it. The new moon is in Purnavarsu. That is the nakshatra of bringing the light. If you claim your emperor status as being the emperor of your whole life and really, really focus that energy, these fears are coming up for a reason and you can heal them. The Death card is all about letting all of that go so that you can have the Nine of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. So this week is going to be really, really interesting for you in terms of your healing. I think it's going to be a really healing week for you as it comes to your money. All right. And then we're getting to the sea. Beautiful. Now that could be, I'm pulled towards that Seven of Wands and resting. Go to a large body of water. You are a water sign. And if you spend time around water, it is very healing for you. If you can't get to a body of water, take lots of showers, take a bath, just immerse yourself in the healing waters. There is depth, there is support, there is energy in water for anybody who's a water sign. Or if you have a debilitated moon, the water is so healing for you. Having running water around you, I feel like this is a call for healing. It is so healing for you. All right. And as a Pisces moon, I know. When I go take showers, that's when I get downloads. You are going to heal this week, water signs. You are going to heal from fears around money. I feel like that's what this new moon is all about for the water collective. All right, bear with me while I shuffle because now we are going into, are we going into Earth? We just did Earth. What are you talking about? We are going into the fire signs. That is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And we are going to look at what the fire signs have going on. And if you are in Aries, anything, go look at the weekly reading for Aries for the week of the 12th through the 18th. I have never in my entire life had so many major arcana come out in one reading. It was a very, very powerful reading. So definitely go check out that reading if you have any Aries whatsoever. It was super, super powerful. All right. And thank you for anybody who's stopping by after the fact, after this live stream. I'm just doing an experiment. This is my fool's journey here. Let's try it. I have done tons of live streams for businesses and whatnot, but I had to switch my live streaming software because the other one wasn't working with the continuity camera for this. So anyway, let's get right into fire energy. We are going day by day for the week and see what your energy is. We'll pull some general clarifiers. And if you have questions, you can pop them in the chat. I didn't get this announcement out fast enough, so I don't know if everybody got it, but set your calendar. I'll put the next one out actually pretty much later today, so you can go to that and just sign up for a reminder, and YouTube will remind you when the live stream is, because I am doing free personal mini readings for anybody that shows up. All right, what do we have? Let's turn the overlay off. Where is it? There we go. All right. Fire signs, Sunday, Sun's Day, Eight of Pentacles. It's a good day today for you to learn some new things, to shine some light on something new you want to learn. This is more external world learning. It's like spending time in books, your AI tool, researching online. Diving deep, though. It's not reels. It's not shorts. This is diving deep into learning something, fire signs. All right. And next we have on Monday, Six of Pentacles, the balancing of finances. It could be a financial gift coming in on Monday, the Moon's Day. That is an open hand. Spirit telling you to stay open to more money coming in or balancing. Good day to pay bills too. Tuesday, we have the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is either competition. It's getting busy, but it's somewhat disorganized energy. So this is Mars Day. And so Five of Wands, and you guys are fire signs. Mars is fiery. This is the new moon day, though, and this is a call for you to focus your energy. Focus your energy where you want it to go. This could be competition. It might be a good time for you to look at what the competition is doing and learn from them. You are in sort of like this learning mode on Monday. I've got my days all mixed up. This is Monday. This is Tuesday. This is Wednesday. So Monday, learn new things. Tuesday, set your intentions to balance your finances. Set your intentions for more money to come in, because that's new moon day. Wednesday is the chaos day. Sorry. Wednesday is the day where you need to look at the competition. It's a good day for you to just really clear your mind. It's the day that's ruled by Mercury, mental energy. And with fiery chaos and competition around you, it's a day for you to focus your mind. All right, well, that just threw me that I got all my days messed up. I even wrote it down. It's on a Post-it note over here, and I'm still kind of all over the place. Okay, you are getting Eight of Wands coming out for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Thursday, another day of focus. Focused, fast energy towards a goal. This is Jupiter's day, so things expand. So if you focus your attention in one place, the results expand. I think you're going to get some results on something, especially you've had some calls for focus earlier in the week. So Eight of Wands on Thursday, definitely want to focus your energy on the thing you want to do, because it's going to have a successful completion. This could also be the successful completion of what you've been working on Friday. We have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is the Miser card. It is protective energy around our money. It is also a card of boundaries, of protecting yourself. So Friday might be a day. It's Venus day. I get this sense we've got a lot of Pentacles energy and we've got Wands energy. A lot of activity around money this week. We just need to focus our energy. And we've got a card of no focus and then a card of focus. So I think there's just a call for you to focus on balancing your money, investing your money, and then making good, solid financial decisions, but not being miserly. We don't want to be like overly protective. If you need to make an investment, maybe Friday might not be the right day to do it. We might want to really consider it. We'll see what we have for the weekend. Friday might be a good day for you to cook at home instead of going out, that type of thing. You're just in a protective mode around your money, and that's Venus day. So Venus is about your abundance. So you might want to spend some time just protecting your financial energy that day. A lot of people think, are harsh on this card, and honestly, I'm not. Maybe it's because I've got a lot of earth energy to me. I like to protect my money. I like to make good, solid financial decisions, but I might be a little overprotective at times. And that's the warning of the card. Every card has good and bad associated with it. All right, let's see what Saturn's Day has for us. And we are getting beautiful. Some of the other elements had that for the weekend. Next weekend might just be a really, really nice weekend. So Nine of Pentacles is feeling financial independence. It's having abundance. It's feeling really financially solid. But it's also a card of wanting that last pentacle because she's got 9. She doesn't have the 10th. So you might just be really, I think you're, with this progression, I think by Saturday, you are going to feel much more secure financially. I think it's because some of the work that you're doing, putting into this week of, really looking at your money and looking at the best way of doing things, balancing your money or getting some money in. Then we've got some of this energy here that I think we need to focus on. We need to just focus on healing the confusion or chaos or the competition around money. Really focus on what we want, protect our money, and then we get some rewards here with the 9 of Pentacles. That is beautiful energy for next Saturday. Let's see what we have for next Sunday. And we are getting 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is being spoiled for choice. All right, yeah. I think as you're working on money this week, you feel really secure, and then that opens up all of these different options for you. And by next Sunday, you will be considering a number of different options. There's going to be one option that's going to be good for you that you need to move towards, but here you're going to be in consideration mode, and you will have numerous choices of what to do with your money, how to invest it, how to save more of it, how to make more of it, all of that. All right, we are getting new life. Beautiful. Awesome. I think if we heal some of this energy around money that might feel a little chaotic, you're going to feel really, really good. I mean, the 8 of Wands is swift movement towards success. So whatever you're doing here on Thursday is going to be, I think it's going to be really, really healthy. I feel like it's a money week for you guys for fire signs. All right. One more Wisdom of the Oracle. And we're getting soulmates. Beautiful. Not seeing a ton of relationship energy here. There might be a relationship coming in that you're just not seeing because you're just all like focused on this. Or you might be working with your soulmate, with your partner. Maybe your partner's creating chaos around money. That would be my husband going into a Costco. I swear that man could never leave a Costco without spending $600. It would drive me nuts. I'm like, you go in, you get what you want. This isn't like... So people have chaos in relationships about money. When you have joint finances, we want to balance those finances. We want to heal the chaos. We want to focus on what it is we want. We want to guard our money. This could be a week of just balancing finances in your family. All right. Well, we don't have any questions in chat. I will, if you're showing up here later, look down in the description box. I will be adding a link to next week's live stream, so you can go subscribe to that if you're interested in this kind of reading, because I will be able to do personal readings because we're live. We are live. All right, well, thanks for being here. Signing off. Subscribe to the channel if you like more content like this, and I will be seeing you in the weekly readings. The next set of readings coming out are going to be from the 19th to the end of the month, and then I will be doing a full moon reading for the full moon that's happening on the 29th, and then you will have your August readings coming very soon too. Staying busy on this channel, got to stay busy. We will see you next time. Thanks for being here. Bye.